Mena versus Xian. I felt pretty confident that this would be a good match for Xian, or for Mena, excuse me. I like this character matchup for Mena, so I was pretty confident that he would win this one first round. You know, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, a lot of people voted for Xian. I think a lot of people are Xian fans, and they just assume because of his Razor Xian. I think people assume because of his pedigree that he would win due to experience over Mena, but personally, I like Mena in this matchup, this character matchup. And in the second half of the year, it's kind of been the reverse. Like, Mena, I feel like, has been playing very well, and Xian has not been to an open tournament in, like, hella. He played pretty well at this tournament, I think, actually. I feel like he played pretty well at this tournament, all things considered, because, you know, we haven't seen Xian play at, like, an open bracket tournament since, like, EVO, maybe. Maybe there's something after that. Then he played at SEAM, which was, like, the Invitational, right? Because he is qualified for the Asia region. But, yeah, it's crazy.
So I'm really curious to see a guy that's been, your hair in the
But, yeah, there's a couple of problems in this matchup, damn. There's a couple of problems in this matchup, for sure. One of them that you're going to see pretty often is that the ground game is pretty strong for Mena. He has a pretty sizable health advantage, and the other weakness in this matchup is that Ibuki is going to have a tough time mixing up Birdie off of traditional EX Kunai mix-ups. Yeah, activate, and just got him with the EX. This gives him screen space and gets rid of the stun he had, right? So probably worth it. We'll dash into the can, not dead. That's the thing. So this is the kind of mix-up that Xian is going to have to use off of EX Kunai, right? EX Kunai, jump medium punch, and then dash to the other side. And it ended up beating the armor here. You can beat Birdie's armor in a lot of scenarios with double jab. Just depends on what the startup is and how meaty your jab is. That's not safe. Only EX into V-trigger is not safe. I think regular is safe. Right? I think regular bullhorn into V-trigger is safe. Right? It's only EX that's unsafe. Isn't that correct? Maybe not. I'm trying to remember what the frame date is. Let me look it up. Let me take a peek. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was like -2 or something. Right? Does that sound about right? Automatic says -2. Okay. Then that's probably right. Let me look. Man, the names of the moves are really funny in here. The names of the moves on Fat are really funny because, what's it called? They're not the real move names. It's like it's what we would call them, like EX Chain, you know, stuff like that. So it's really funny. Yeah, regular bullhorn V-trigger is -2. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, okay. That's cool. Glad that we got that one figured out. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was -2. EX is unsafe for sure, yeah. Regular bullhorn safe. And that's why most of the time they try to use, instead of using bullhorn, they try to use, like, bullhead. Well, that's what that move is called, right? The headbutt. But anyway, the thing about Mena, and this is what makes him dangerous, a lot of people will focus on one thing when they watch him play, right? A lot of people will focus on bullhorn and about how successfully he lands bullhorn or not, and attribute his success to gambling on bullhorn. But really, the big thing to notice about Mena is his defense and how patient he plays before he takes risks. If you watch the match, you'll notice the amount of time he's taking risks versus the time he is playing patient is pretty heavily in the favor of, you know, playing patient. Right? Like a lot of the times in this neutral, I like neutral jump there is a good idea. Neutral jump is a pretty good idea against kunai approach and air fireball approach from Akuma. Right? Like at this range, both of these characters, or like both characters, want to come in with that horizontal approach, and neutral jumping it is a smart idea. Right?
MenaRD back at this range, and I feel like if he can hold this range, then he's...
Yeah, see, Mena's just waiting. He's just chilling. Yeah, F4 brings up that point. It is true. The big problem for this matchup will not be the ground game for Ibuki, or from Ibuki that he's worried about. The big problem is gonna for sure be the what's it called? Is gonna for sure be the air approach. The air approach is definitely the issue, so he's got to wait for that. EX for corner carry, and just wait it out, right? This is the range where Mena can just chill. He can look for air kunai approach. He can stuff the ground with buttons, and Xian is forced to make the comeback. And yeah, that button is going to be impossible to get. Yeah, the down jab, right? Down jab is impossible to get around because it's so fast, it's so far, it's so like risk-free that every time he hits it, it's just like, you know, the slightest risk. And now you just got to worry about the jump, right? The jump is the big problem.
That was a bit closer. Needs to be careful spacing that sweep.
Alright, he's got a kunai back. Xian building a little bit of bar. Oh, where was the uppercut? That's what I thought he was in range to do, right? He moved in, and I assume it's because he wanted to block this can and then uppercut right here. But he just gets hit crouching. So probably an uppercut attempt that didn't come out.
Yes. He saw that she was reloading. He thought, why not do the same?
Street Fighter 4 sweep? Yeah, kind of, right? A lot of Street Fighter 4 sweeps are kind of like that, where unless you were very close, it was hard to punish because of pushback. I like the neutral jump. Yeah, you're stuck right there. Bullhorn. Did you see the pullback? This is one of the big strengths of Bullhorn that a lot of people are bringing up, right? When he releases Bullhorn, the counter hit pushback is so far that Mena gets to escape. Here, this is a punish. It's a missed input. Or a missed buffer. He got stand strong instead of down strong mix up in the front. Yep, threw him out of the EX. If you guess right on Birdie's defensive options, you actually have a chance. All right, one guess. Oh my god, he actually whiffed the throw.
Now you know that Birdie can do this. He's only 2 hits away.
That was a badly spaced kunai by Xian. I like the idea, but the kunai didn't hit Birdie how it should have, right? You see how it whiffed on him? So Birdie is actually free before he expects.
Maybe 3.
He was expecting the bomb to hit,
and with no meter here, Ibuki's in trouble.
Uh-oh, he caught him jumping there. Yep, counter hit combo again. One more for stun. Yeah, and he's dead just like that. That was actually not... That was probably the most risk-free mix-ups Mena could have done both times, right? Like, this is pretty smart of him not to go for a big gamble, because I think most people expect him to command throw a shit ton, because that's what he's known for, right? But the mix-up here is standing jab, crouching jab, catches him jumping, standing short, right, same mix-up. Standing jab, this time it's a counter hit, it's a true meaty. Same combo, right? One more for stun, he goes for overhead. Xian does not have bar to reversal, that's why he didn't reversal. See that? And then the mix-up here, down short, down jab. Caught him counter hit again. Xian trying to do something on defense. So, Mena didn't even take a risk in any of that pressure, right?
It's a quick end to that round, just like that, into the corner. And how many was that? 3?
Yeah, his decision making on offense when he's down is crazy. It's crazy. Oh, you meant why didn't he V reversal? That's a good question. I mean, he was worried about the command throw. But also, it's not always a safe option, right? V reversaling is not always a safe option. Think of, yeah, Bullhorn pulls you back, right? So when you activate Bullhorn, it's going to slide the character back this way and also initiate counter hit pushback. So it's a pretty good defensive option against a lot of moves. It doesn't work against everything. If you're prepared for it, then you can blow it up. Like what's his name? Daigo. He did a great job of blowing it up with forward fierce. Wow, it stuffed the kunai and he still got the punish. He slapped it out of the way. Oh, he went for the up chain. Yeah, that's just a little too close. Counter hit pushback. You see that? On knockdown here, Mena does Bullhorn. And then counter hit pushback. Pulls them all the way back over here. And Xian doesn't have the proper combo.
His voice is already dead. He's got a long day ahead of him. His voice is already gone.
Unsafe. Yeah, I think he can get bigger punish than that, actually. But that's probably the one that works at every range. Punish, yeah. Took a risk. And see, this is actually one of the big strengths that if you have good jab meaties, you can do against Birdie, right? This is one of the biggest strengths. If he does double down jab here, he can actually beat the armor. And also, he has time to down jab, block the armor. He's going to V-trigger cancel. It's still unsafe. See that?
Yep, he does. Beautiful punish from Xian. He'll close that out.
It's good. That was good work from Xian. So not only did he have a meaty that, hit the armor, but then he was able to punish after. Whether he V-trigger canceled or not. Yeah, had him sitting still.
Oh, too close.
I wonder if he tried a button into that and he didn't get it. Yeah, Bullhorn baits it out.
This is Mena, man. He will keep doing it. Goes behind. Great block. That's the new mix-up you're going to need to rely on, by the way, in AE edition.
Oh, that's right.
Oh no, big roundhouse. Those are the risks of hitting Birdie's buttons, right? His buttons are incredibly good. He has some of the best ground normals in the game. But like all, what's it called? Like all footsie normals, it's a big risk to hit something so slow, you know? Like roundhouse is one of those buttons that's like amazing, but also very dangerous. And this is, again, the mix-up she's forced to go to. The standard air target combo mix-up does not work on Birdie because he's fat. Him and Balrog and like Geef, like a few characters, right? They're so fat that you can't get the typical mix-up. You have to do jump strong into the side switch.
Beautiful turnaround.
It was okay. It turned out alright, but man, I really think it was
Mix up in the front. Oh, he messed it up to kunai. Activates, yeah. And the thing is about that, yeah, he got pull back on counter hit on Bullhorn again. Right? Just gets counter hit pushback on the reversal. And Mena can still win here. Birdie has so much damage output.
Mena knows he's got the resources to bring this back.
That was probably an uppercut.
a very nice punish.
Right? That was probably an uppercut. There's no way he meant that on purpose, did he? Is Xian a genius?
Okay, I saw that.
If he... Because this is what Mena wanted, right? Mena was for sure looking for
Mena knows he's got the resources to bring this
this, and then if Xian jumps backwards, then Mena supers.
back. Oh, that was
But if this was on purpose, he's actually the sickest.
Nice punish.
that on reaction?
Look at his face. Like, Mena gave him the credit. Mena was like, alright, I'll count it.
Sick. Okay, I saw that.
Yeah, if he jumps back there, he gets critical art.
Neutral jump, it's safe.
So Mena basically, he gave him the credit.
Wow, but he hasn't applied that move once.
No,
in the
he was
entire
just
set.
looking for it. That's
So how the hell was Shen so ready?
That's Xian.
Damn, looking at that. Is that the new Razer phone? Is this thing any nice? Have you guys read any reviews about it?
You know, Shen could argue he should be 2-0 up after that unfortunate occurrence.
Yeah.
And then it's a-
I haven't seen too much about it. I've read some like articles about it, but I don't know too much. This is an OS that he uses quite a bit, or like a buffer, right? I guess every buffer is kind of an OS. When he sweeps, he does standing jab into Bullhorn after, or into Bullhead, just in case, right? Just in case you move in.
Without meter. Not enough life.
Yeah, Xian's got the Razer phone and he dyed his hair green. What else do you want from him?
with punish. Yeah, this neutral game is
Those
horrible.
sweeps,
He needs to
man.
find a way to-
They're adding up. He used the Bullhorn to go through the kunai, actually.
the delay there.
Yeah, nice anti-air. Finally, he was ready for it. There's been a lot of regular jumps from Xian, and those regular jumps are anti-airable. It's just the kunai stuff that Birdie can't mess with as easily, right?
Yeah.
Shen
Yeah,
has
just
the back.
keeping her away. Those sweeps, any of them can be jumped just like this, right? And the weakness that Birdie is gonna have is that he doesn't have a good anti-air to consistently beat both jump kunai and jump in if he's not ready.
Throws it in at times when he's not ready.
Interrupt.
Fraudulent cross up.
And very cautious. There was
Yeah, Mena just waited. He didn't want to do anything too risky. Xian can win pretty easily here with the kunai mix-up.
Oh, he gets
Got
an
him.
opening, though.
Two really strong choices in a row. First of all, I like the roundhouse a lot because Mena's been abusing his sweep, right? His sweep is so good. So the roundhouse can hop over low attacks, as you're seeing in this interaction. So this is a strong choice. And then immediately down strong after, it beats the jab, and he gets the kunai mix-up. I like that choice from Xian to switch it up.
Meter for Mena. He doesn't bring
He
it
gets
up.
under,
He's gonna
stun.
reset? No, he's just gonna- he's
Yeah,
gonna
double reset.
Oh,
Wow.
what a choice.
That was fucked up. Oh shit. Every other Ibuki would have done the standard mix-up here, but Xian's special, huh?
Mena.
He gets the down strong. EX kunai. Throws the bomb. Back strong. Dash through. Most Ibuki players here just do another dash through, right? They just dash through to the other side again. But Xian was like, nah, fuck that. Instant overhead jumping short.
He's gonna reset.
And it stuns.
Instant overhead.
That was really
What a
sick.
choice.
Damn, he's good.
Snowballed so quickly. Very similar as when Mena.
Yeah, Birdie's sweep is what? -11.
Characters are very much
It just has incredibly far pushback, yeah.
I love the choice to go for the instant overhead. Safe to the reversals as well.
There it is. All right. See, he's got an answer. If you have a fast move like this, there's a few characters that can punish this. So, besides EX Rida here, Cammy gets a punish every time with Drill. Cammy has Drill. Urian has like EX Tackle. Different moves.
Yikes, so far. Big over
Yeah, I feel like that might have been a heavy kick gone awry. Oh no.
Was short of all things. He was looking, I guess, for...
Yeah, he actually didn't hit a button after the standing heavy kick. He waited.
Just worried about kunai on the approach, maybe? Changed up her jump arc a little bit.
Oh, that was a fucking sick reaction. Yeah, Bullhorn is so powerful, you know? It's one of those things where you don't have to charge it or anything. So it's really, really good. You just are not charge it, sorry. You don't have to input anything. You just let go of the button. Oh, challenge. Good work. So, man, I want to watch that again. Boom. Real back plus CA. Damn.
Don't reskill me, says MenaRD.
That was pretty buff. He gets meaty here. Yeah, that's super meaty. This scenario I like, right? Because what happens here is Mena jumps in with a roundhouse. Xian just like gets hit, and then the jump medium kick super high on the head. This is a lot like what's Birdie's heavy kick on block. It's neutral. Birdie's standing heavy kick is 0, unless he meaties it. But in jump medium kick, this is a lot like Geef's jump medium kick, right? Where it hits really high on your head. You can see the place where it's hitting Xian over here. This high up on the body. It's generally more negative because of it, because he has all that time to land, and that's why Xian hits a button.
Look how insistent, but maybe too insistent. Here's Xian.
Yeah, in the front. That mix-up, it's going to be a little tougher to go behind. Oh, instant overhead again. This time he blocked it. So now he can go low. Not dead, even if he did heavy Urida, so that's why. Oh, -2? And he just backdashes. Good block. I'm surprised they didn't throw a kunai after the check. Fuck.
He made Xian think that if there's yellow on the screen, it's not going to be the command grab, but instead, it was.
I love that. I think he threw out the first one to see Xian's reaction, right?
It's a good move, man. EX Dolphin.
How clever is that? Okay, you sitting still when I turn yellow? Eat this.
Yeah, 0. 0 on block.
Maybe too close.
Yeah, punish. Yeah, I wonder what button he's holding for the bullhorn. That's a good question. Maybe fierce. You don't see him do fierce that often, right? Only on anti-airs and stuff.
Consciously not to anti-air, basically. Doesn't want to do any of them kunai mix-ups. Letting the Buki jump in.
Or it could be medium kick, actually. Yeah, you're right. He doesn't use it that often. Damn, the neutral jump. He's just controlling the space. Yeah. Like, what are you going to do to that? You're going to back strong it? He tried to anti-air that. It's really risky. He baited it. Nice work.
Reset again.
Double side switch. He's dead. This is a good mix-up from Xian, right? So he baits out the bullhorn, right? Then he gets the punish. Many other people, it's really funny because many other people were talking about how hard this is to bait and punish, but Xian's already done it, what, like a handful of times in these matches? Instead of going for that instant overhead setup, which he's done a few times now, he just does double dash through, because you can see Mena stands up. He's looking for that same setup again, right? Double dash through, so the cross up this time. Back strong, take the light punch Rida, and then instead of going for the guaranteed meaty, he jumped at the bullhorn, and bullhorn V-trigger was gonna come out, right? Safe on block.
Why did he jump there?
Yeah, to do bullhorn, you just hold down one button. You only need 2 if you're doing EX. Yeah.
Maybe he was going for a kunai release. I don't know why he jumped there. It was the most illegitimate jump.
He probably wanted to jump in medium kick and then the jump kunai mix up.
Maybe it was that he hasn't seen Mena anti-air almost at all in this set. Maybe he thought he was safe from anti-airs. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it depends on how you hold the pad, right? And whether you use the bumpers or not, or whether you play with like a more claw style. Damn. Good reaction. It's just like Cody Zonk in a lot of ways, right? It's very useful in many different scenarios. Floats out of there. I like that Mena took the guaranteed can. This is like a good choice from both of them, right? Xian floats out of there to avoid bullhorn. That's a smart choice. And then I like that he recognizes it and then just throws the can, right? They both do something pretty smart there. Bullhorn V-trigger is -2. Yeah, safe. Safe on block.
Fighting in the corner.
With pretty far pushback. Oh no, he thought it was counter hit. See that? Xian tried to counter hit confirm this. Because he assumes if you get hit by standing medium kick here, it's counter hit. So he goes for down strong instead of just going for, like, you know, I don't know, standing light kick.
Man, Kaba is losing his mind in the crowd right now.
Tried to air her. No, it didn't work.
The V skill again. Yeah, her V skill works a lot like bullhorn in the sense that it pulls you back, right? So a little bit tougher to deal with.
No, Xian cannot get.
Damn, he just blocked for forever. right? He just had to block for forever against all these mix-ups and eat all that gray damage.
No, Xian cannot get touched.
And then headbutt, activate the V-trigger, and then yeah. Now that's a real V-trigger activation. That's the one that Birdie wants. Oh, he beat the armor.
That should be it. No.
Damn. He straight beat the armor. Right? He tried to armor, but he has no bar, so it's pretty slow. So completely just stuffed by jab strong fierce.
That should be it. No, he didn't spend the kunai. He had the kunai released to dead there and didn't use the EX. I don't know why he left him alive.
Xian cannot take big bets.
Command throw. Yeah. He definitely command dashed through the other side. I don't know if Mena saw it or not. It was hard to tell.
Wow. Xian usually the most optimal and efficient when it comes to finishing off his opponent. Maybe signs of nerves there.
Tab V skill again. I like that Xian has changed that about his neutral. Damn, that's a straight buffer. This is one of those ones where you hold back and you hit down fierce. And if you're in block stun, it won't come out. And if you're not, you get down fierce as a whip punish. He gets immediate here. He gets roundhouse or command throw mix up. We just waited. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of damage already. This round is looking rough, and it didn't. The kunai hit disjointed there. Oh, punish.
Oh, yeah, how about that? Allows Xian to get things going here. Could be a
And,
huge.
yeah, he got under that time. He like delayed the dash a little bit. Goes low, and he gets a pickup. Actually, it seems like going low in this mix-up is much stronger than the instant overhead, right? So it was like better to go for instant overhead first. Then when you go low, the bomb explodes, allow you to get an actual rider.
Every single thing you could possibly do.
Is that enough?
That's dead.
Yes, you're right. And that all happened because Mena dropped the combo.
Yeah.
That allowed the chance, and Xian, to his credit, he
Man,
was
that
able
one
to
chance
cover.
potential is so powerful, dude. Ibuki one chance is so powerful.
A lot of the other Ibukis just go for left or right mix-ups, giving their opponent a 50-50 chance of guessing right. Xian applies the instant overhead, he applies the low, he applies the reset mid-bomb combo. He's everywhere. And
Damn, he's on the phone.
to block a lot of it, but
He's dialing. He's like, my boy Kaba.
I'll go for a low in that case.
Break down for me the strategy. He's like, tell me what I'm supposed to do. And he's like, look, man, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to thank Tango for giving you 100 yen. And then right after that, you're supposed to get right back into the match. And he's like, all right, that sounds great. Let's do this. Yeah, Tokido went and played with the DR guys that night. We were actually going out to dinner, and we were like, assembling a crew to go to dinner. And it was like JDCR and Saint and a couple of the Echo Fox people. And like Tokido was gonna come originally, but then he was like, nah, man, I'm trying to play some games. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, man, I'm trying to play some games. And what's it called? He went to the DR room and they played a bunch of matches over there.
I love the ground battle here. I think that's been. Oh, he moved forward, and what a jump timing from Xian. Fierce.
Damn, did you see that? What was that about?
I think that's
All right.
been. Oh, he moved forward, and what a jump timing from Xian.
Back strong dash. He got fierce. I wonder what he tried to do. That's weird.
Or maybe reversal? I don't know.
Tons of resets there. Should be able to get started.
Tried to jump the V reversal, couldn't make it. Command throw. How many of those have we seen? Not very many, right? It's been a lot of punish. It's been a lot of like just jab mix-ups. Uppercut. Yep, 3 frames.
Again, gets the conversion. One more hit.
Her light kick DP goes pretty far. It's 3 frames. Activate. Yeah, take that guaranteed V reversal. And without bar, it's not as scary. Well, I mean, he gets away with it there. Damn, EXDP. Yeah, without bar, it's not as scary. Had Xian gone to jab strong here, I'm pretty sure he would have stuffed this. What did he actually go for? Jab, and it didn't work. If you do a fast move there, you can actually chain and beat the armor. Yeah, I think he might have been near death if that was blocked.
What a bet from Xian.
Match point now for Xian. Oh, the timing was perfect.
Damn, the jump again. Mena has been so committed to... This is the risk of Birdie, right? So, like all footsie characters, the risk of using your grounded buttons is that you're taking a guess that... what's it called? You're taking a guess that your opponent won't jump. Every time Birdie hits Standing Fierce, even though Standing Fierce hits like all the way over here, this is like the hitbox of Standing Fierce. Like every time you hit that button, you're making a guess that your opponent either won't whiff punish it, won't stuff it, or won't jump. And in this instance, it's a clean jump.
Oh, the timing was perfect.
Big whiff. Good conversion. Keeping the pressure on here. Great start to this round from Xian. Mena forced to spend the reversal early.
I feel like
All he does is wake up Bullhorn regardless of it's meaty or not.
What a bet from Xian.
match point.
It's a great point. He just wakes up Bullhorn over and over and over, right? Which is why right here, this big stuff on the wake up Bullhorn. He gets comboed for it. So this time he doesn't wake up Bullhorn. It's almost like Xian did his homework.
Starts this round from Xian. Mena forced to spend the reversal early.
I feel like it's a very different take than before.
Damn, V-skill didn't work. Did you see the way he floated? It was like because of the distance on it. What's it called? Because of the distance on it, it like he's like hung in the air for mad long.
Oh, okay. So here's Mena. Finally getting something. Yep. Patience from Xian.
Yeah, the damage on that was so much lower than an Evil Ryu jump in. Evil Ryu jump ins are fucking rough. Stun. No, he did light punch command throw, huh?
Xian.
Oh!
Stun as well. Mena's in there in time. And it's match
What a
point
trade.
now for
What a
both.
fucking trade, honestly. That hella sucks. Look, he just waited for him. He was like, alright,
No,
well,
it's very
he does sweep. Kunai bomb. He just waits. Right, he just waits. And as soon as he moves in, bullhorn.
stun as well.
Xian had one hit till stun.
Match point now for
Yeah, I think Xian showed more matchup knowledge than many people he played against for sure. He stuffed a lot of the bullhorns, and he had a really good matchup strategy, right? You can tell that there was a lot of things he studied in the matchup. Or it seems like it to me anyway.
Mena very buttonsy. Patient.
Yep, the jump again. The jump timing was perfect. Did you see how long he waited, right? So he let Mena do like what, 3 fierces or something? There's another fierce, wait 2 more seconds. There's another fierce, wait 2 more seconds. Then jump, right? It's like every 2 seconds. That was like the rhythm right there, right? Look at the clock. 99 seconds. All right, we do a fierce. 97 seconds, we do a fierce, right? 95 seconds, we do a fierce, right? Every 2 seconds,
Mena very
fierce is coming. 93 seconds. All right, we're gonna jump kunai.
Now, oh yes, and Xian again takes advantage of it. Mena has been buttonsy in this game, and Xian has jumped forward as a result with success.
Yeah, that ES Kunai is such a good answer. Can. Oh, misses down medium punch.
Damn, it actually went over. I'm really surprised. If Xian hit a button, he probably would have been anti-aired. Stuffed it. He wasn't ready for the combo though.
Down and fierce. That's extremely negative.
There are some answers. The one thing that Xian could do is dash up roundhouse if he thinks there's gonna be a bullhorn. Blocked it, baited it.
He overextending now.
Again, he's -2 here.
Some buttons.
He waited. Yeah, he was scared of the armor.
Spacing on that sweep. Significant life lead here for Xian, but look at all that resource.
The jump timings are sparing. He's hoping that Mena hangs himself a little bit here.
There's finally an anti-air. I think that's the one thing that Mena didn't do the rest of the set, right? He didn't anti-air that consistently for a lot of these matches,
the amount
you know.
of entertainment you provide is worth far more than what I can donate at the moment. Thank you for the amazing work, Sajam.
And thank you for the $20 donation. That's very kind of you. No need to donate. I'm going to tell you guys right now. I'm going to keep it real. No need to donate or feel like you need to subscribe or anything like that. You can watch for free. It's the beauty of Twitch and the internet. I have no problem with you watching the stream every day, 365 days a year for free. Don't worry about it. Got him. Yeah, that's a trap.
He got it.
Yeah, not a lot you can do about that there. You're sort of stuck.
Big damage.
It's not enough.
He's not quite dead. One mix-up, yeah, and he did a delayed meaty jab this time, which caught him, right? Because a lot of the times you expect the roundhouse, so he dashed up, waited, and then jabbed, which kind of like catches you moving a lot of times, right? Because it's not the traditional meaty, so you might think like, oh yeah, it's command throw or something, right? It's a little safer than committing to roundhouse when Xian has bar to EX upper. I mean, that was risky, right? That's risky to EX upper, but you never know, right? You never actually know, but I do know that I've been hit by a new sub. Thanks, Lamerman, for the subscription.
He got it. MenaRD sends Xian to
He could have done DP. Yeah, he could have done DP. That's why Mena did the delayed the jab and didn't do the roundhouse. That was a really close set. That was probably one of the closest sets that Mena had in the tournament, right? Yeah, maybe a neutral jump. It could have been a jump that he got counter hit on. I think that he would have been fine with Ibuki. There was just like maybe 3 or 4 times where Xian missed his counter hit combos on Bullhorn, and if he would have punished it, then I think he would have probably won this set. There was like 3 or 4 times where it was like, oh, there's a counter hit, and then he didn't get it, you know, which is unfortunate. Are we gonna watch all the Capcom Cup matches? Yes, we're gonna be watching them all. I think if he got that, it would be better. For Mena, I think that there wasn't enough anti-airs because he was so scared of the air kunai approach. And I think when she doesn't have meter, you should just try it because the risk reward is in your favor, you know. He could have DP'd the Bull Revenger. Yeah, he could have. He also could have just neutral jumped it. you know? But in that scenario, you just jump back because it's a panic moment, right? It's just a panic moment. Like, if you look at that scenario, that's what Mena wants to set up, right? The second he builds CA, the second Mena has CA, right? There's an anti-air finally. I'm really happy to see that anti-air. That's one thing when we talk about the Tokido set that I think was really important is his lack of anti-airs later on in the set. Or lack of anti-airs in the first set and then how he changed that in the second set. So, that's one thing that's really important.
I wouldn't do that V-trigger, honestly.
Yeah, he was, I mean, Mena, well, I mean, he went to loser's bracket, so yeah, definitely vulnerable. This is it, right? This is a great time. You just do stand medium punch. He goes for the chain. He went for the same setup in the first round. And remember that Xian did overhead to beat it. Right? But jump back is exactly what he wanted. That's actually exactly what he's looking for.
He got it! He got it!
Big damage.
It's not enough! Oh, what is it
And then delayed jab. Yeah, counter hit him. You know? That's the thing about that setup. Is that every time he lands a command throw, he just walk up, standing strong, light punch, or is it light punch? I don't remember the notation for that move. It's half circle back, light punch, or light kick. I don't remember which. I played Birdie a lot at the start of Season 1. Birdie was a character I played in the beta, and for maybe like 2 months of Season 1. I like that character. He's really fun.